Yo, 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 what up, what up, what up, what up? And welcome back to another edition of Mike on Sports. And I am your host, Michael Gross, baby. What's going on? And it is fight week, man. It is fight week. And the American heavyweight champion is back in action. Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, 42 fights, 40 knockouts, one draw, and one guy who went the motherfucking distance. The baddest man, aka Mr. Night Night, aka Mr. Pick Yourself Up. You know what I'm saying? He back in action this week, and he'll be in Vegas taking on Luis Ortiz at the MGM Arena hotel. I mean, whatever you want to call it. I was just recently in Vegas at the MGM at the Canelo fight, and one thing that I do want to state before I start on this podcast now. If this channel starts to take off and I start getting more and more viewers and things like that, then I will start going to these fights. You know what I'm saying, on my own dime. But right now, it just wasn't feasible. And with the Canelo fight, they pretty much the zone, Golden Boy, they pretty much paved the way and paid for everything. So I think PBC should definitely start doing like a podcast role and bringing some of these YouTubers and media talent up there to promote the fight, go live at the venue, and really get the word out there for them about the fight. But I digress. Moving right along, the reason that I wanted to like kind of touch on it and talk about it because I really am feeling the buzz for this fight. A lot of people are talking about it. A lot of people are messaging me on Facebook, asking me about a fight party, asking me do I want to go to a fight party, asking me how do they download it if they don't have cable, will it be available on websites and things like that. So I'm really liking the fact that people seem to be gravitating towards Deontay Wilder, and it seems like the more and more he fights, and the more that he's in the public eye, people want to see him. And one thing that I have to say, man, if you are a fan of people getting knocked out, and that's what you tune into fight for, you have to look no other than Deontay Wilder. That is his specialty. That is what he does. That is what is what he's going to continue to do throughout his career. But going into the fight, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people thought that AMs the fight definitely not going 12 AMs. The fight go 12. Larry Wade need to be the goddamn be strength and conditioning coach of the year. Because even in the first fight, and even in Ortiz previous fights, he looked like he was kind of slowing down against Kaufman, definitely slowing down against Hammer. So man, I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't agree and say that the fight might go 12. But one thing that I have to say is I really enjoy like how people can like turn so quickly. Because at first nobody was really interested about this fight. Nobody was really talking about this fight or wanted to go watch this fight. Oh, why is he fighting dude? Why is he getting Ortiz a rematch? But seems like as it get closer and closer, a lot of guys in my group chat, you know what I'm saying, been saying, "Oh man, Ortiz is gonna win. Ortiz is gonna knock Wilder the fuck out. Ortiz is gonna do this. Ortiz is gonna do that." A lot of guys been spitting that gibberish. You know what I'm saying? But at first, it was why is Wilder fighting Ortiz? Why is he doing that? Why is Wilder fighting Ortiz, man? He's fighting the old dude. He's 45. Well, anyway, I digress. You know what I'm saying? So I am glad to see people kind of change their tune about this Ortiz fight. But one thing that I have to say, man, with the build up being on Fox, I do think it is better fitted for a heavyweight champion than more so than Showtime. Showtime is a subscription based channel on premium cable that you have to go out your way and buy and include in your package. So I'm glad that this fight is on Fox, and you can like actually tell like like Fox is great for the PBC in boxing right now. All the shows, all the build up seems to be doing great numbers. And one thing that I have to say, I really think that by it being on Fox, that it might touch 400,000 buys. You know what I'm saying? And if and this day and age, 400,000 buys is not bad at all. And by running this, all the promos on Free Fox and things like that, a lot of people who maybe not really invested in the sport of boxing get to see it. Now we're gonna get to where I feel like uh, um, Deontay Wilder has a chance to become a crossover star, and I think not in the traditional sense. Like a lot of people say, "Oh man, Mayweather laid the blueprint. You got to do what Mayweather did," and all these things like that. And I'm not of that mindset. I mean, going to the WWE is cool. You know what I'm saying? That's always a good fan base to capture and things like that. But I'm more of the mindset when you look at what KSI and Logan Paul did, and you look at how big YouTubers are. Why not befriend some of these YouTubers? Why not befriend a KSI or Logan Paul or one of these big guys on YouTube, or befriend one of these e-game high level players? You know what I'm saying? Tap into their market, tap into that younger demographic. Because one thing that I do know about fans, and maybe some of you guys out there in the chat can attest to this, the younger a fan is, the more enthusiastic they are. The more that they're gonna go hard for you. When you get to my age, 30, 31, you ain't really fucked up about what so and so got going on in his personal life. You just want to see them do what they do on the screen. So with that being said, you gotta try to figure out some way you can tap into that younger demographic, and I'm talking about the gamers, the YouTubers. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even try to do what Floyd did, and would not do what exactly what Floyd did, but find one of these young pop stars like Floyd did with Justin Bieber and befriend him and take some of his followers off Instagram. There's all kind of ways to build a star, and I think Fox is headed in the right direction. You know what I'm saying, by putting them on different platforms, NFL on Fox, the college football countdown show with Reggie Bush. I think all that is great, all that is good, but that is like appointment TV. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time now, people aren't with that appointment TV shit. You know what I'm saying? It's more about catching content on your phone, finding things to watch on your phone, and things like that. So I really think if he goes and tries to uh, befriend one of these gamers, or challenge one of these gamers live on in their field, then I think that he has the possibility to build his brand. And at the end of the day, Rome wasn't built in a day. Rome wasn't, you know what I'm saying, lost in a day. You know what I'm saying, it takes time. It takes the groundwork, and I definitely think that Wilder team can do it. R&V, what up, R&V, man? I ain't seen R&V name in the chat, and I don't know how long, man. My nigga R&V, Cap. Nah, bro, 400,000 dollars, bro. Look, I've been thinking about what you said, and I've been thinking about, and I've been looking at the numbers and looking at the reports, and this is just me wishful thinking. You know what I'm saying? I really think with all the buzz that's going around, and the push from Fox, I think that this has a chance to get to that 400,000 pay-per-view mark. You know what I'm saying? And if it does, then there is a new sheriff in town in the heavyweight division, and his name is Deontay Wilder. Lastly, you know what I'm saying? I need Wilder to be. Um, I need one of these Hollywood executives or Hollywood directors or actors to identify Wilder and put him in one of these blockbuster movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, being in a boxing movie is cool, but nigga, you box, so we kind of expect you to be in a boxing movie. You know what I'm saying? And there's no disrespect. If he wants to be Clubber Lang's son and go fight Creed, that's fine and dandy. But I'm thinking more of whenever Avatar's coming back out, things like that. You know what I'm saying? Put them in a movie to where you can get that exposure and really like that cult like following, like maybe a Star Wars movie or something like that. Like you definitely need them to be on the big screen and get more access to try to develop that American superstar, because sometimes like people aren't only interested in what you and what are you doing in your profession, but they are interested in like what you're doing in your personal lives and traveling and seeing the world and things like that. So in this day and age, man, people live vicariously through social media, which is good to a certain extent, but at the same time, you have to do something to build your brand and make yourself marketable to these people. And I really think, man, movies, the e-gamers, the YouTubers, those are the routes that I would start to look down. I know the WWE, that's a great route to look down to. They have a big fan base, and I'm not saying that's wrong, but you can only fool the fans so many times. Bring wrestlers and bring us boxers over to WWE. Pretty soon the fans will be like, oh, I know what they're doing. They just want to build them up and things like that. So the e-gamers, the YouTubers, the other sports like NFL and basketball, those are the things you gotta do. So yeah, man, to build a crossover star in America, sometimes we need more than just what you do in your profession. You know what I'm saying? More what you do outside of your profession. Like LeBron get a lot of flack, but he does do Space Jam, been in multiple movies, has as a shoe brand, has a production company, has some of everything working to his to his credit outside of the sport of boxing. Has a fucking marketing agent company with Clutch Sports. Him and Rich Paul do. So, I mean, it's all kind of things that I mean. Wilder has Bum Squad Promotions, but I don't know if they are the lead promoter on this event. I think Mayweather Promotions might be, but at the end of the day, that's neither here nor there. I think Wilder has the chance to be what we deem in America as the pay-per-view cash cow. And if he keeps going and keeps doing what he's doing, keep knocking motherfuckers out, that's the main thing, man. I think that's the main ingredient people keep forgetting. The man knocks people out. And sooner or later, that shit is gonna start to catch on with the nation as a whole. And one of these, you know what I'm saying? Brazil went viral, Stavern went viral, Fury went viral. All those things went viral. If he keeps on that trajectory, Wilder's gonna be one of the biggest names, if not the biggest name in the sport of boxing. Well, that's it for Mike on Sports, man. That's just been a little quick boxing episode. I appreciate everybody joining the stream. If you right now listen to the stream, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button and catch me in the morning, man, 9 o'clock on the Boxing Voice. Until next time, peace out. Yes, sir. And yeah, man, Am's your breath stink.